Hey, what is up, guys? I am Hippie. I want to welcome you back to a brand new episode of the Oakenstone survival server for you guys today. Right off, I apologize for my voice. I just woke up, like, right now. It's like midnight. I just woke up. Um, and I wanted to hop on Oakenstone, and I wanted to do a little bit of recording. I don't really, um, I guess, have my episode planned out for today, but I'm recording this the day before. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe recording some stuff here, and then recording some stuff tomorrow, and seeing how much progress we were able to do over the night. So um, I guess let's take a look and explain some things that are around here, because you see some new things. The wall, the first tier of the wall is completely done. These are all 5 high. They haven't been textured or anything yet, but they're just flat walls for now. I want to start working on the second one, which I should be able to do pretty soon here. I got a little bit of stone, but I got another like 8 stacks cooking. So I'm just going to try to knock out all 3 of the walls, all 3 tiers of the wall, and maybe even texture them. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that much yet, though. You see these pillars right here. This one is 15. That one is 14 high. That one's 13 high. This one right here is 16. That one right there is 17. That's where the island is going to ramp down. So that is going to be what the actual island slope is going to be like. We're going to talk about those in a second. But for now, this right here is the initial start of my bridge. I need to go another probably 20 blocks out, but this is going to be the big main huge bridge that's going to have the huge support beams running down, connecting to my main island. This is just the small island for the castle. The other one is going to have like my towns. I'm going to have 2 different towns, one haunted, one kind of normal. That's like, I guess, the anti-town. The 2 towns are, I guess, aggressive towards each other, but unfortunately live on the same island, so that's not nice. Tore up the potato farm and made 2 little round farms here. I do have to make a couple more of these later, I think. Okay, these guys. This is probably, you guys have probably been asking what that is. I came up from mining after doing a lot of digging, and it ended up getting myself a good amount of diamonds here. I came up and I heard a skeleton horse and I freaked out. And I saw it right here, and I didn't know how it worked. I came up, it got struck by lightning, and the 4 horsemen popped out. Basically, skeletons, 4 skeletons on 4 skeleton horses, iron helmets so they don't burn in the sun, bows and everything. They just literally run back on their horses shooting you. They're so difficult to kill, in my opinion. I didn't have a bow at the time, so I was using just my sword and my axe to try to kill these guys. And I eventually do it. I end up killing the first set of the 4 horsemen, and then I look and I notice that there's 7 horses, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. What happened? So I'm looking around. There's another horse there. There's another horse there, and there's another horse. That wall wasn't up. It was out on the water. I go over to the next one, and boom, 4 more pop out. And so I try to fight them. I fight them. Then the next set, I go over there, I fight them, I died. I came back all the way from my spawn house because I didn't have a bed here yet. I killed those 4 horsemen, and now there's 12 horses. I'm like, oh my god. I go out and I forgot that there was the other one out there. It's now coasted out about 50, 60 blocks. I go out there, it pops, it turns into horsemen. I had a bow this time. I started fighting them. I got killed in the middle of the ocean, dropped down into the ocean, had to go pick up all my stuff after. Fought the rest of the skeletons. 1 horse ended up getting killed. I now have... Let's take a look at this. I now have 15 skeleton horses to use for my haunted stables. So that's going to be pretty amazing. I want to do a stable. Let me explain this to you guys real quick. Hopefully it will work. This is the castle's island. This is Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy's Island. They're basically like the lords or the kings of this place. The big bridge connects over to the huge main island. In the closest part to this island will be a village. That's going to be a haunted village. It's going to have like zombies running the stores. It's going to have like skeletons with helmets in the houses and stuff like that. So everybody in there is dead. Skeletons and zombies and things like that. No creepers, of course, because I don't want to die. I'm hoping to get like some ender mites or something and put name tags on them, have them as pets. That'd be really cool for the mobs in there. But basically, one of my ideas was a stable in there with skeleton horses. I was only going to have like 1 or 2 since I was going to have trouble finding them. But now I'm going to have a full stable of like 15 horses, which is going to be pretty amazing. And a skeleton man that runs the stables. Then past that, like a buffer zone, is going to be a really thick forest. As you go into the forest, you're going to notice it gets lighter, and as you're coming towards this island, you notice it's getting darker. Along the way is going to be 2 things hidden in the forest. One is going to be a swamp for like the swamp thing monster, or just like a kelp man or whatever. Then the other thing is going to be a house where werewolves are going to hide. I'm going to try to get some wolves on there, like 4 tamed wolves, and put them in there. And then a nice, like, beat up, well, not a nice, but a beat up cottage that the wolfman is going to hide or live in. And then as you go further, it gets like lighter and lighter into actual forest and just normal woods and stuff. And then in there is going to be like, you know, crop farmers, carrots, potatoes, wheat, and stuff like that. And just normal people with normal markets and stuff like that. A tavern and a few regular houses. I'm going to try to put villagers in there. And then underneath the tavern is going to be a secret society. They're going to be like wolf hunters. They're going to be like skeleton hunters. Just like people that want to kill the people on the other side of the forest. Because, you know, they obviously like see each other as these mortal enemies, and they think that they're dangerous to each other, but turns out, you know, they're both just misunderstanding each other, that the monsters are not evil and they're not dangerous, and the humans are not evil and they're not dangerous. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to set up a lot of stuff like that and just have this huge backstory and lore to my island and all that stuff, and set it all up really nice and really cool. So I did something yesterday for Oakenstone, something that I haven't done on Oakenstone, but that I used to do a lot on Couchcraft. So one of the things I would do while I was building these huge projects on Couchcraft, I would put on audiobooks of some of my favorite like authors. One of the ones I did a lot was wow, I can't talk. H.P. Lovecraft. He was this old school like horror writer. He wrote a lot of books that people probably know, like Call of Cthulhu and stuff like that. But I would put on these audiobooks and I would just build or dig or just whatever I had to do. I was putting on these books, and they would take, you know, 4 to 5 hours to read sometimes. And I would just get sucked into my work, and without noticing it, I had been digging for 3 hours, or I had been building for 4 hours or whatever. And I ended up getting a ton of stuff done that way. And I hadn't really done that on Oakenstone yet, because I haven't really played a whole lot of grindy time, or some of the grindy work, or digging, or building. So I did that yesterday, and I ended up going through 3 like 1.5 to 2 hour audiobooks on YouTube. So I ended up grinding on here for about 5 hours, and it was actually pretty awesome. I was surprised by the amount of stuff that I ended up getting done. Like, I never thought that I ended up finishing 2 halves of the floor, this entirety of the wall, getting all those diamonds. It's just crazy. All these skeleton. It took me like a half an hour to an hour to get all these skeleton horses, because, like I said, I didn't have a bow, so I wasn't fully prepared. And yeah, it took me a long time to get these guys. So it just kind of surprised me how much work I was really actually able to get done when I kind of put in the time and just grinded out some work and just did some stuff that I liked. And that's what I ended up doing. I ended up completing this much so far. So I am going to do the same thing tonight. I am going to, while I'm editing and while I'm uploading, I already did some testing, found out I can play on here while I upload, which is freaking amazing, guys. While I'm uploading, while I'm rendering, I am going to just put on some audiobooks, put on some like big music playlists and stuff like that, and just grind out. My goal is to get the three tiers done and textured today, and then start collecting dirt to where I can start building the top of my island. So I'm pretty excited. I think I should be able to start doing some of that. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and cut for here, and when we come back, it will be tomorrow, or technically today for you guys. It'll be Friday for you guys, and yeah, we're just gonna do some cool stuff and see how far we can get. So I'll be back in a quick second. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back. I almost ran my intro again. The reason I am here right now is because I have to re-record this. I forgot to enable my microphone before I started recording the first one, so I got to re-record it. I don't really remember where I was the last time that we started recording, but there's a lot of progress now. That half of the island is done for walls. This one is almost done for walls, and then that one's still got to go up about 2 more blocks all the way around. You guys can see right there, hopefully. That's got to be completed, and then from like here over, it's got to go up 2 blocks. I've been working on stone. I got myself a silk touch pick. That way it's easier to get stuff. I got to get myself some foods real quick. I am doing some cool stuff with horses that I'm going to show you guys in a few seconds. I guess I'll just, I want to grab those, but I really shouldn't. I got more skeleton horses, to be completely honest with you guys. It's a bit surprising how many I've gotten, but there's 23 horses in there now. I don't think I want to get any more. Maybe I would go up to 25 to get a nice round number. So I might do that, but this is going to be a nice haunted stable, I think, in my mind. Plus, like most of the town folk, if they own animals, it'll be a skeleton horse. So over here is the, I guess, regular village's horses, and they are going to be black horses. There is a problem, though. This horse right here has to go, and I have to kill it because it's not white or black, so I can't keep it, and I'm really disappointed about that. But here's the leather that I need. So God, I hated that. That sucks. But yeah, I can only keep the white and the black ones. White ones are going to be the animals used by like the heroes or the anti-heroes. I don't know what you want to call them. The people that want to kill the undead that live in the, I guess, the normal town. And the black horses, like I said, are going to be the normal town's actual horses. That one bred. That one is broken. He can't breed for some reason. I don't really know why, and I haven't been able to figure it out myself, but I have to grab one of these white horses over and make them breed, and then I can... Ah, that sucks. I'm going to have to kill that one later, too. But yeah, this is the way I'm going to be getting my leather as well, so... I might... Yeah, I'll be able to do it once I get that other black horse. I don't know how many I'm going to need. I'm going to need 10 white and then at least 15, 20 black. And then I think I should be okay. But let's go ahead and just do a tiny bit of work up here. So basically I've been going down with my silk touch pick and mining on diamond level. And then coming up once I have a full inventory of stuff, throwing all the other things where they belong, and then using the smooth stone. So it's a pretty efficient way to do things. I've been getting some diamonds. I'm up to like almost 2 stacks now. I got one of those black horses from Oat's horse shop in town. I ran over and got a horse for, I think I ended up spending like, I can't remember. I think it was about 5 or something maybe. Yeah, I think it was about 5 diamonds I put in there. It didn't have a price, but I didn't really know how much to pay, so I just put 5 in there. If he wants more later, then I can give him more for it. But I put 5 in there for now, and then we'll see. But I got one of the white horses from an island directly that way. I built a little bridge and went over and got him and brought him back and started breeding. And like I said, now I'm getting some horses, and I got to end up with just the black and the white horses. And I think it's going to look pretty awesome in my mind, at least. So I haven't done any of the texturing for these walls yet. I got to do a lot of the actual texturing and adding gravel and things like that. But for now, I just want to get these up and get the grass up on top and start letting the grass grow and start getting everything designed. And then we can take some cobblestone. We can lay out a nice design for the haunted mansion. It's going to have to be big enough to have 2 big towers, one for Dracula at the top and one for Frankenstein at the top. And then the other thing is just going to be ghosts in one of the like big rooms and that type of stuff. So it's just going to be a haunted manor, I guess. I think it's going to look pretty cool. I hope it's going to come out cool. I don't know if my building, I guess, abilities are going to be able to match what I want to do in my head, but I'm certainly going to give it a try and try my best, and hopefully it works out like I want to. I think it's going to look pretty awesome if I can get it to work and as I see it in my head. And then once the manor is completely done, or while the manor is working on, in case we get bored of it or something, then we will build the bridge off the front here. It's going to go about 40 blocks that way, and there's going to be another huge island out in front here, and that's going to be where the village is, and then the forest, and then the other village on the outside. I'm excited. I think it's going to look nice. I'm hoping that it works out like I wanted to, like I said. I think I could do it, but we'll see, I guess. The other thing I decided, I wasn't sure, because you can see when you're in a boat around here, you can see that it's a floating island. Like, you can see down below it. Instead of trying to make it look like a real island, I decided to go down there after and put some arms and legs and a little mouth and like 4 or 5 eyes underneath the island, and just make it its own monster. Like, the entire village is going to be on top of a floating island, like a monster island. And then this manor is going to be on top of a monster island as well. So I think that'll look pretty cool. I'm excited to see if I can make that happen, how I'm going to do the mouth and things like that. Yeah, I just hope it works out, and I hope it looks as cool as I can think of it in my mind. But I guess we'll see. It's hard to tell with these things if they're going to come out how we want them. But I guess that's going to go ahead and do it, though, for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Hippie, and I'll see you guys next time.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Now, if you want to see what happened the last time in this series, you can go ahead and click the box that says last time. If you want to see who was the subscriber of the week last Sunday, you can click the top box. And if you want to jump to just some random video from my channel, go ahead and click that random box, and it's going to go ahead and take you there.